Hi, I'm Lori Novello from Lindenhurst Community Cares Coalition and the Executive Director of the Town of Babylon Cares Community of Coalitions. So we have learned by working in our community, prevention's not something that you can do to a community, it's something that a community does for itself. Communities get healthy when they take care of their most vulnerable, creating environments in which making the decision not to use a substance is the default. That's our goal, that's our mission. We're hoping that everyone will join us.
The coalition approach to problem solving is actually understanding the problem. Despite billions of funding, prevention is so narrowly focused on substance misuse prevention, rather than also looking at some of the behaviors that we might see in our community that might lead to addiction and substance use. So prevention is a multifaceted approach, right? One person can't do it alone. It has to include the entire community because if you think about it, a youth needs support from every single angle. It really needs the school to be on board providing that support, providing that prevention and that education. We need families to be on board with how to talk to their children about these hard topics. And then we need local communities like coalition work, like our local government that are making policies to make this change, that are out there boots on the ground doing this work so that it's heard about and that it matters and that the outreach reaches the people that it needs to. It's never too early to start prevention, and so what we try to do as a coalition and as a community is reach kids at all ages and even into adulthood. So they're not just seeing that one-off program or that curriculum in high school. They're getting this messaging when they're really, really young. They're getting this messaging when they're out in the community at our events that are substance-free, and then they're also getting that into adulthood when they're taking care of children themselves. Our staff is continuously training to make sure that we are up to date on all the emerging trends that we might see with our youth. This way we can bring that information back to our community and let parents know, hey, this is what we're seeing and this is different ways that other coalitions across the nation are trying to combat this problem.
Hi, my name is Kayla and I'm a part of the Lindy Cares organization and I'm very proud to be a part of the team. Under the Opioid Settlement Grant, part of my job is to create meaningful presentations and communication strategies to further engage not only students of the town of Babylon, but also the entire community.
Hi, my name is Karina and I'm the epidemiologist at Lindy Cares and Town of Babylon Cares. The best part of my job is that I get to gather information from the community about what they're experiencing and then take that information, analyze it, and then share it with our planning committee so that we can enact data-driven strategies and initiatives partnered with working with all 12 sectors of the community and using the 7 strategies for community change to create a lasting change that stops a problem before it begins in the first place.
My name is Lorianne Herman and I am with Lindy Cares as the project coordinator. At Lindy Cares, we believe in swimming upstream where prevention is key. So that's like teaching a child to cross the street before they're actually going to cross the street. We want them to be aware of their choices, be aware of their decisions, and know the risks that are involved before they actually get to that. Everybody is different. There's no one set rule that's going to work for everybody. That's the only way that prevention is going to work, is taking each person, their strengths, their weaknesses, knowing what they are, and showing them how to use it to their potential. We started a decade ago in this town, Lindenhurst, and eventually it grew. Now we have the whole town of Babylon, we have Lindy Cares that we're doing, Copeg has their Copeg Community Cares, Wyandanch is the Concerned Citizens. It's growing. Prevention is something that needs to grow and people need to come together and it's all under one cause despite wherever the people may be. Back when I grew up here, there was roller skating rings and bowling alleys and movie theaters and all places that we could go and have an experience with our friends and kind of get together. The town is changing and it's becoming very, very vibrant and great, but kids still need a way out. Everybody's going more towards the social media element and more towards the internet. And I can see that difference between my sons and myself when they're like, oh, well, didn't you check TikTok? I'm like, well, no, because TikTok's not the biggest thing. But in their world, it is. You have to be able to be on the stuff even if you're not comfortable being on it. And there are places that can help you be on those types of social media to understand where their kids are at, because it's no longer the white van that you have to worry about coming down the street all the time. It's literally in your home already, in the media, and that's why we have to change our prevention techniques to meet what the kids are coming at nowadays, which is things such as social media, and they need to have the proper tools and foundation to get the correct information and know where to go for it.
Oftentimes you'll see grassroots coalitions being born of a tragedy. It's true, that's how we started. Our mission from the very beginning is to not have another mother bury a child. So starting with some of our events and plannings is just bringing people together to do nice things. And from that develops the conversation, the tough conversations that have to be had if you're really going to look at the different problems in the community that you need to solve. The problem is so big, the only thing you can do is start to chip away at the local conditions that contribute to this problem. And that's where we come in the community level, and working to send people to our county services, to our town services, to our hospitals and treatment providers that have formed this trust and bond with us. It's invaluable. We don't necessarily provide the services, but we can certainly be a link from the community to that, and we can answer in real time. There is a lag time when you're trying to make change policy-wise, but when we have a strong pipeline to our politicians, people in power, school officials, and we can connect with them and give them information as it occurs in the community, we can start to address problems way before they escalate to where a higher level of treatment is necessary. In the long run, this is definitely the most cost-effective way to go. So we're inviting you to be a part of the movement. You've heard from a lot of different people today in our community, and we hope that after watching the video and learning a little bit about the work that we've been doing, you can see yourself as part of this community. You can see yourself engaging with us. We'd like you to start following us on Facebook, Lindenhurst Community Cares Coalition. Visit our website, babyloncares.org. There's a place for you to put in your special talents and interests. Of course, there's a donation button. We can always use donations. But really, the key part of this is to let your voice be heard. Text us, email us, come out to our events. Let us know what you'd like to see in the community, and we can help get behind you and make that happen. Thank you so much, and we hope to see you at our next event.